Hello, everyone. And we're back. I feel like it has been weeks since we last recorded.
I know.
Because we didn't do one last week, because we did 2 the week before.
I know. And I started watching a one from last week, and I'm like, man, you can see exactly how tired I was because I was just like, "Bah, zombie."
It was great, though. Anyways, guys, welcome back to another episode of Paranormal. We are your host. I'm Rachel, and
I'm Kaz.
my dog, who will pop in every once in a while because,
Just the phantom head.
yep, just like my hat.
Love it. And look, it looks like I'm wearing Mickey Mouse ears because the ghost behind me, his eyeballs are right there.
You got eyeballs on your head.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, it's been quite a week, I guess. I don't know. We had an investigation in Ottawa, and it went great, and that's going to be posted soon. And then we got an event coming up there, which will be posted soon. We've got all of October coming up. That's going to be fucking fun
man. I'm
Heck.
trying to get all of my sleep in now.
Yeah.
So that I don't have to worry in October.
Starting September 27th to November 1st, there is no free weekend. Period.
Oh, gosh.
Period. And we also have locations booking for October 2026 already. Like,
what?
we didn't even made it to October 2025 yet.
But that's because they know.
Yep.
They know that we get booked up so fast, and they know we're so good that they're going to sell it anyway. So they need to book us in.
We're so good.
For
Even
them.
the ghosts tell us we're good.
Yes, that's amazing. You're the best.
Literally, that's what they said.
Speaking of us being the best, that's what our conversation is today. Because ghosts love us so much, sometimes they won't leave us alone.
Yeah, they just want to be our friends forever.
Which at first you're like, aw, and then after a while you're like, meh, and then you're like, fuck off. So you go full circle.
Yeah, well, and sometimes they just don't F off. They hang around.
It's funny when it's like not a groupie of your own. Like when someone comes around for you, I'm like, it's funny.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Whatever.
I know. We need to pay him a visit again. I'd be like, what up, man?
That's why I put this. Oh, hold on. Where am I going here? There we go. This person.
Yes.
Here.
Well, technically, there's kind of like 3 doctors that I mean, there's one that's always around, but then we've got Dr. Strange. He floats in once in a while.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Dr. Henderson has made an appearance once or twice.
Yeah, I think he likes to pop up every now and then and be like, when you come back.
Yeah. Literally. He's like, listen, it's been a whole season. And you're coming back?
Season. Yeah, your next season is fall. Are you coming? Oh man. That'll be
If you haven't guessed what our topic is today, it's ghost groupies.
Yeah.
Ghost groupies. We got them.
The paranormally attached.
Yes.
Ones that just hang on. Hitchhikers.
Yeah.
Stage 5 clingers.
You're great. In fact, the very first time not the first time I met you, when I reached out to you and you and Allison came to do that interview with my son.
Yeah.
You brought the Ovilus, and it had 2 people whose names I don't know. They came through. They were like the first taste of a groupie that I really knew of. They were from Black Creek? No. They were from you guys had just been somewhere. I want to say Eric and Jack.
What
do you know who I'm talking about?
I have no idea who you're talking about. But if you're talking about my soldier groupies, that would be Nick and Mike.
Yeah. Isn't that what I said? Eric and Jack? AKA Nick and Mike. Listen, if they identify as Nick and Mike now, that's great. But I'm pretty sure back in the day it was Eric and Chad.
Oh man. Yeah, nope, Nick and Mike, and they came from Lang's Pioneer Village.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you need to say that story because now I know the place.
Here we go. So, the year is 2016. 2014.
Damn.
I think it's 24. I don't know. I can't remember. Okay. Almost 10 years ago. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so the Paranormal Seekers, we go to Lang Pioneer Village in Keene, Ontario, which is Peterborough area. And we go and we investigate. And in the guest services building, in the back room, they have like an exhibit room. And at that time when we went, it was soldiers. So it was war, it was veterans, it was all that kind of stuff. They had replica jackets, they had real jackets, they had stories, all that kind of stuff from veterans from the war.
Huh.
Didn't think anything of it. We're just investigating, we're going on. We end the investigation and we come back, we go through our stuff. Nothing. We start going to these other investigations and we get every time we're on the ghost box, when we ask, who's here with us? Like, can you tell us your name? We get two voices, different voices, and it would say Nick and Mike, like within like seconds of each other. Nick, Mike, Nick, Mike. We're like, okay, sure. This kept happening over and over and over again. Allison, a team member from the Paranormal Seekers, and myself worked at a building in Oshawa that was an escape room, but it was an authentically haunted building. So, of course, every time we work, we bring our equipment because that's what you do when you work in a haunted house.
Naturally.
So even there, we were still getting, who's here with us? Nick, Mike, Nick, Mike. We're like, whatever. So we went to a psychic friend of ours at the time, and I questioned, can you tell us who Nick and Mike are? Because they keep popping up, and we need to know who they are because there's obviously something they want to say or get across. She told us that we picked them up at a recent investigation where there was some military stuff, and they were really attracted, I guess, or connected to myself and Allison. The one who was named Nick was more attracted and liked my energy and apparently liked to watch me brush my hair. Never turns you on, bud.
God.
Mike was more attracted, attached to Allison. So we're like, okay, cool. And she's, she gave us a few things. Like, she's like, yeah, they were in the military. They said they served in World War II. I think. Was it 2? Yeah, must have been 2. But either way, we're like, okay. So with this information, we were like, okay, we need to talk more and figure out who these guys are. So we went into work one night and we sat around the table after everybody had left and we put on the ghost box and we were like, okay, Nick, what's your last name? And we heard Walsh. And like, Mike, what's your last name? Don't ask, I can't remember. What, were you, what was your title in the military? Like, where did you live? All that kind of stuff. I remember the one when we asked Mike where he lived, he said Indian River, which is Peterborough. Surprise.
Oh.
Yeah, which is really funny and interesting because you wouldn't think that you would get Indian River, right?
Right.
So we're like, okay, so with that information, of course, now I have to find out who these guys really are. So I'm going through Ancestry, I'm going through war records, all that kind of stuff, and I found them. I literally found Nick Walsh, and his last name wasn't spelled like you would think. It was Walch. And then the Mike we did find as well. I have their paperwork and stuff, so I can post it as well for everyone to see. But we did find out who they were, so I was like, oh my gosh, I found him. So I went back to our psychic friend and I showed her because I printed off their attestation papers. And I said to her, I'm like, is this who Nick and Mike are? Because, we're we just want the confirmation. She goes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's who they are. She's like, but they're connected to you, Rachel. And I was like, what the hell? The only person I know in the war was my grandfather, and he didn't come back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's buried overseas. He died on the beach. She's like, nope. They said they're still connected to you. I was like, okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about now, because so of course, I was like, okay, I gotta find this out. So I was looking through everything, and lo and behold, my grandmother on my mom's side, her father died when she was 6 months old.
Okay.
We wouldn't have known him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was in the military. Oh, it gets even better. He served in the same battalion at the same time as Nick and Mike.
Wow.
So that was my connection. Now they're always around. We think that they kind of come and go. They kind of help us, as we move around, and kind of bring spirits forward. And every once in a while, they like to intercept and interject.
Mm-hmm. So neat.
Same with this dude. Where's my finger? There it is. This doctor dude who thought that I was someone that he would like to keep.
Well, very much so. To the point we were like, it's time for us to go.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. So I think he's learned his place.
Yeah, I haven't known. He used to be around a lot.
Yeah.
Like pretty much everywhere we went, he'd make an appearance. And we'd be like, oh, God, here he comes. Lately, I think we even called him out the other night. Where were we? We were asking for him and he didn't come through. So he must have found someone new. Oh,
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah. I'm sure if we went back, he'd be like, oh my God, it's you again.
No, he'd be like, oh my God, there's another blonde.
Mm.
I'm not the only one anymore.
He loved yeah, you were doing an Estes session and he was coming through like crazy. And then he was saying how he really loved the blonde. He wants to keep her. She's staying here. I want her forever. And we're like, what the
Meanwhile, I'm just saying this stuff, and I don't know what's going on.
And it wasn't even just that. Like the strip lights around you were going crazy. The REM pods were going off like mad. The air changed. Like it got very weird very quickly. And so we had to pull you out of that. And then since then, through a spirit box, Ovulus, Necro, like he comes through. He's like, well, hello, ladies, but mostly the blonde.
And we get all excited because he's like, oh, he's here, yay! And then
yes, he's in Kingston. That's right. When we were in Kingston, we're like, hello, but he didn't show up, and we were like, oh, this is weird. But he was around for so long, and it's so funny when you're at a totally other place. He showed up when we were in the Hinsdale house.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the hell are you doing here?
I honestly think he took the trip to protect, right? Like he was kind of like a guardian. That's how I felt about that whole thing. Because even with the Hinsdale, when we went the first time, you and Allison came back with a little something.
We sure did.
See, I've never had to deal with that like weird negative-y stuff. Like some stuff like all the time, Jay's like, quit bringing shit home with you. I'm like, I don't know. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything.
You're oblivious to it, so you don't mind. Yeah. I don't know. So the shuffler that came home from the Hinsdale house the first time, he didn't last very long at mine. Maybe a week or so. I think he lasted longer at Allison's. But it's so weird because is it the same one? Did we each get one? I don't know. Because we both reported. I even recorded it on my thing. It's shuffling down the hallway into my kitchen and walking around my kitchen. So, but then Allison's like, oh my God, he's so annoying. He's at my house, shuffling down my hallway. So is it the same one and he just flip flops back and forth? Is it two separate ones? I don't know. But it was a good week that it hung around and then disappeared.
See, I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never
I
had
mean,
any like negative like attachments. Like,
I don't even think that was negative. I don't know. It was more annoying. Because
yeah,
I'd be like in the kitchen and then I'd hear it shuffling down the hallway. And I'd be like, what? Talk to me at least. Like, that was the thing. I'm like, okay, you're
you're gonna
here. I know you're
eventually make
here.
me a fucking sandwich. Like,
Yeah, well, exactly. But I wonder if it was that older brother Michael, because when I'm at the Hinsdale house, no, is it Michael?
yeah.
Okay. John, Eric, James. Um, I'm
Pretty
not
soon it
great
was
with
just be
names.
naming the Ninja Turtles here.
Exactly. Um, he is a bit of a creeper and a shuffler. I feel like whenever I feel him around, he's like kind of drooped over and just like watching and sort of shuffling. So I don't know if maybe it was him. I don't know because he wouldn't talk to me.
Maybe it was
Shuffle
Joe.
around.
Joe was old. He might have shuffled.
Maybe.
Just saying.
But the second time I went, nothing came back with me,
Nothing came
which
back
was
with
all
me
right.
anytime that I've been to
Yeah.
anywhere that I know of. Jay has brought something home once. He learned his lesson on that one.
Oh dear. Did he like try to bring something home on purpose?
No, so I have decorative Ouija boards,
Mm-hmm.
and spirit boards, and we
Don't
were
we all?
yeah. So see mine right now. The planchett's not on it. All my Bath and Body Works stuff is on it. It's but yeah, no, we were in Lindsay at a friend's business,
Mm-hmm.
and above the business she had two apartments, and the whole building was haunted from the third. It just progressively got worse the higher you went.
Oh.
Okay. And we were on the third floor, either the second floor or the third floor, and we were playing with the Ouija board and all that kind of stuff because that's what we do. That's what I did. I'll still do it if you ask me. I don't have any problem touching them. But just stuff was coming through and it was just weird. And then we got home and he said that he lied in bed because he was kind of tired. And I was just, going around. I was just, doing my night routine, washing my face, all that kind of stuff. And speak of the devil, he's home now. He said he felt something push him into the bed and like push him down and he couldn't talk or anything. So here I am like trying to talk to him and he couldn't respond. And I was like, what the like asshole, like talk to me, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just released and he was like, right? And then explained how it was the weirdest thing ever. Don't know where or when after that. I don't know. That apartment was messed up. That's a mess.
Wow.
That place. That
And
was
they
in
don't live there anymore, I guess.
I have no idea. That was South Oshawa. And we went in and we like viewed the apartment and everything. It was all good. We're like, yeah, close to Jay's work. He can walk across the street to his truck and he's good. And the day we go to we move in and there's a fucking Ouija board in the closet. That promptly went in the garbage because it wasn't mine. So
I would have so kept that. Oh, good old Ouija board.
fun times though. That's about it. That's about it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't have any other attachments, but there are plenty of people that have attachments, as our emails have indicated
Oh my gosh.
week.
So before we get to them, I think Gene, he shows up once in a while.
Yeah, he does.
And I think that's because you created an like a relationship with him. Like you and Allison did a lot of work to get him from the negative, sad space he was in to actually accepting what happened to him and now being a happy ghost, I guess, if you can say. So he makes appearances every now and again.
Yeah,
And I think that's you.
it's mostly at Kawartha though. Like I don't think he particularly leaves that area as much as others leave their areas.
Oh no. And was it Hinsdale where he showed up? He came through. We did the double Estes, one upstairs and one in the basement, and he came through.
Maybe
Both the different Estes had his name, and we were like, what the heck is he doing here?
he took a vacation too.
Exactly.
We're just bringing all the dead people to Hinsdale apparently now.
I know. Or maybe he's in a bit of a little protective mode too. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, but he does like to be in all the other rooms or the other places at Botha.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And again, like I don't know, like lately, I don't know if it's just is the veil getting thinner the closer we get to Halloween? Are people not taking their meds? I don't know. But there is a lot lately of people complaining, we'll say, of having experiences of being haunted as a person, not the building.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really hard to figure out because it's hard to investigate a person because it's a person, right? It's not a building. It doesn't have a factual history. Like it's hard, right?
Well,
But there's just a lot.
And it's also very subjective.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to know if what the person is saying is really happening because it's their story being recounted. Unless there's like hard evidence, surveillance, videos, photos, that kind of thing that you can go on a little more tangible. But it is tricky when it's just someone saying, this is what's happening to me, you've got to believe me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we're saying we're not believing people, but it's just we are a group that base ourselves or prides ourselves on investigating and debunking things. And so it's very tricky to do either of those things when it's just someone saying, I feel like something's following me, or something's watching me, or something's touching me.
In inappropriate places.
Exactly. And
I don't even know how you could even investigate that. And I'm not even going to try to figure that out.
Exactly. And that's just not what we do. Maybe there are people out there that do that. And you made a really good suggestion of, people starting, go to a metaphysical store, see if they can suggest a medium, a psychic, someone who might be able to tap into that energy. But that's just not what we do. Because again, we're more the building than the person. But you're right. The influx of emails we are getting from across the border too. They're not just local ones. Interesting.
I know.
Because I don't know. And when you're reading it, you're like, this takes a lot of guts to like email strangers to be like, let me tell you this really crazy thing. And I mean, if these things are really happening to people, yikes. I hope you do find something to help you. But I don't know what's going on in the world of spirit.
It's always ever changing and shocking, and sometimes it's just downright very weird, and there's no explanation for it.
And I know we did an episode before where we discussed, do we think spirits can leave, or what makes them haunt a place? So then what would make them want to leave to follow someone?
Actually, we haven't even talked. I don't even think we've talked about that yet. I think it's one of our upcoming episodes.
No, well, we did do one about what's the haunting, and we kind of touched on it briefly because I have clients who are like, I don't know how you could do the things you do. I'm so sorry, or I'm so worried something would follow me home. And I'm like, what makes you so special that the ghost would want to follow you home? Can they follow you home? What do they just follow you and then they stay with you? Do they just follow and then go back and forth? Like, these are the things we just don't know.
Yeah, it's very hard to figure that out.
And so, I mean, especially a place like a pioneer village or a hotel or somewhere where they see hundreds of thousands of people, what would make you so special that would make them?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how it works. So I don't know if they require a lot of energy to follow someone. If that's the case, you must be pretty darn special. But if not, how do they keep that connection? Like how when we're in Hinsdale, does the certain person show up? Right? Like
Yeah.
how we know he shows up because we hear his voice comes through the spirit box. That's how we know he shows up. He says his name, and it's his voice. So why? And spirits are very, like, they're not exactly the most forthcoming people. They don't
No.
really answer your questions. You can't be like, okay, so tell me. And they're just like mystical, whimsical answers. And you're like, just what? Like, yes or no would have been great. So it's hard to know. Hard to know.
Oh man, it's just like, so that's like kind of like the hitchhiker effect, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why? Why do they just
Mhm.
been like, this one looks good, this one looks safe, maybe I'll go with them.
I like the way she brushes her hair. Oh gosh. That's creepy
Whatever.
enough.
It's longer now.
That's too funny.
Sometimes, yeah, but you know what? They don't surprise me anymore with some of the shit that comes out of their mouths and that they say, things that
It is
happen.
quite funny.
Just just let it go.
But you kind of just have to. And like you said, I've never had any time that I've been really worried. I don't
Hmm.
think, anyways, that I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, once in a while, especially when I'm home alone, something becomes a bit more active here. I don't know who it is. Whether it's the guy that died on the property somewhere and he's just like chilling. I don't know. But I'm not overly concerned. Sometimes it's more annoying than anything because I'm trying to sleep and he's crash bashing around in the hallway. And I'm just like, go away.
What are you,
What are you
blind?
doing? Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing in the hallway that you have to crash around? God, it's so
Feel it.
annoying.
He's finding his way by feel.
Yeah, maybe because the house looks different and he keeps walking into the wall and he's like, God damn it, put
That's
this
probably
wall here.
my God.
I
Oh
this
Lord.
whole house is probably new to him. So he's probably just walking around his property and then boom, 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 crashes into the
Oh, who the fuck put this house here? No.
exactly. What the hell? Yeah,
Oh my gosh. But then, like, on this a whole entire topic, like there'll be people out there like that want to protect themselves from,
of course.
you know, people getting attached to them, ghost spirits, whatever you want to call.
Hmm.
But like, and we always get asked all the time for investigations. Well, how do you protect yourself? How do you do this? Right? And my response is that every one of our team members, you and me and everybody else, we all have different ways that we protect ourselves. And there's not one, way that is like the ultimate way, right?
Hmm.
Some people pray, some people have gemstones, some people, meditate beforehand, some people have, shaman symbols on them, some people don't do a damn thing, right? Like,
Hmm.
it's to each their own, and it's
Exactly.
whatever you believe in, right? So that's just,
Hmm.
what I think.
Precisely. If you go to a James White event, you get these cool little black stones, which will protect you from the attachments that come with the ghosts.
Yeah, that's called hematite. He gives you little hematites. You
Still
know,
got those somewhere in my pocket of my coat, I think.
you could buy like a box of hematite rings on like
Yeah.
for like $5.
Oh,
Just saying.
it's quite good, quite good.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
You could
If
tell we've had
you
the same
if
experience.
you believe in it, then it will work, right?
Yeah,
Like that's the thing. Same as if you don't believe, it won't work. Like
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So, but yeah,
But
that's
I
and
think all the places we've been to, some of the craziest places we've been to. And I honestly don't think I've ever worried like, holy shit, something's coming home with me.
No.
Because they've been in that place. Most of the places we go to are these beautiful historic buildings and homes, and the ghosts are there because they're so attached to that property.
Mm-hmm.
So why the hell would they want to come back with a bunch of weirdos like us?
Why do they want to come back to Oshawa? That's even my question. Like,
Exactly. Like the gentleman that attached to you, we're pretty sure it's because you reminded him of someone.
mm-hmm.
And so he just took a liking to you. But I don't think he moved in with you. I think he just pops in once in a while.
There
And
were
like you
no
said,
ill intentions.
no, you weren't molested in your sleep or anything. Um, I think, and I think we get such a good rapport with the spirits because of all the work you do ahead of time. So
Mm-hmm.
when we get there, we know names and dates and events, and I think that means something to them. So I
Mm-hmm.
think they just genuinely like us. And once in a while, they might be like, "Oh, what those crazy kids are doing? Let's go pop in and see." If that's how it works, I don't know, but I don't think there's ever been a time. Maybe the first time we were in Hinsdale, and Ryan was like, "I'm getting the hell out of here." He was a little concerned that something would come with him. But
Like the bat.
for his birthday, we should go to the bat enclosure at the zoo
Oh my
and
God.
just spend the night.
It's a good idea.
Oh my God.
We'll get him a bat
Amazing.
experience.
Yes. Oh my Lord. You can sleep with the bats.
Yes.
Amazing.
Do it.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys have had experiences with attachments before. But
Maybe.
I just don't know.
It's hard. It's really hard, especially if you haven't
Hmm.
had like one of those like awful attachments where it's
Right.
kind of really making your life stressful. Like you're not sleeping because, it's too noisy, or you keep getting poked and prodded and pulled and you're waking up with weird bruises and stuff kind of like that. I haven't heard or seen any of that in my 20, I had to think, 21 years of
Yeah.
investigating, professionally.
Hmm.
But that's not to say it doesn't happen, right? Like
Hmm.
it's quite possible that this kind of stuff does happen. It's just, it's one in every 1,000, right? But it still happens. Haven't seen it, but again,
Hmm.
or maybe it's just causing somebody's life to be in utter chaos. Maybe the spirit who's there, that's following them around, had a chaotic life, and now they're kind of interjecting that energy into their life. Like, possible? Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Anything's possible, but
Hmm.
haven't had to come across that, haven't had it happen to me. I haven't really seen it happen to anyone, so
No,
but yeah.
no, I know when, so the house I grew up in England was haunted. And when before we moved to Canada, we moved in with my grandparents for a short period of time. And we truly believe the ghost came with us just from the way things were happening in my grandparents' house all of a sudden. But it was sort of short lived, and we didn't feel like anything came with us to Canada. So he
That was
obviously
too much
didn't
of a
take the
travel
trip.
distance.
Exactly. He was not a traveler. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I think it could happen,
Hmm.
but like you said, I haven't really seen it enough to be
The chilies. That was
convinced.
weird.
What happened?
I don't know. I just got like full body shiver.
Oh, what's happening? Is he here? Ask for his name. Maybe he's coming to say hello.
Yeah. Why didn't I just put Spirit Talker on? Like, are you
You
kidding
should.
me?
Let's see. Oh my gosh. If he comes through, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. He's like, you rang. I'm
Do it
here.
quickly. I'll have to turn it up though, so I apologize. Okay, good, because it's just turning up the volume. All right. Come on.
That's of course if he
Load
turns.
up.
Maybe
Ready?
I should put
We got Spirit Talker on, everybody.
okay.
I'm from the 1300s.
That wow.
Well, I don't think he was that old, but
Is the doctor here? A doctor? Who's here with me? Doctor? Soldier?
Say your name.
Grandpa?
By the way, if you are an avid ghost hunter and you don't have the Spirit Talk app, we highly recommend it. We use it. We don't like often recommend things or whatever, but we have used this app so much, and it just seems Black Man.
No, Black Death.
Oh, I'm like Black Man. I'm like, where are we going with this one? Black Death. He didn't die of the.
No, the best was when we used this when we were in Kingston a couple weeks ago when we were walking through Kingston Pen and I had it on and I had it turned all the way down and it was like, girl, I'll haunt you sometimes. Talk about an attachment.
That was amazing.
I loved it.
That was amazing.
Literally, girl, I'll haunt you sometimes.
Oh.
Might be a good time, but nothing like a little sass from a dead jail
prisoner. I know. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. And
well, I don't know who this is talking, but they ain't talking much. That was just like the one time I turned on the Ovilus in my house and all it said was, hi. And that was all it said. No. I was like, well,
thanks.
Hi. Whatever.
Amazing.
I know my house isn't big enough for all of us and a ghost. So, but yeah, man, I should have had this on earlier. Maybe we'll turn it on next week when we talk. What is next week? I don't even know.
I don't know yet. I have mine too. I was gonna say we could do necro, but it would be too like in the background, and I'll put on my other one that's the really creepy voice. It's like, and you're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, it's saying hello, good morning.
It's a cool ritual.
It's that ritual to turn these things on. Oh, I love those things.
Man, should have had this on the whole time. Why did we just think about it now?
Start it over.
Maybe, next week is about the Lind house. So maybe we'll put it on while we discuss the Lind house. And see if any of the Lind family members come through and chat with us while we talk about it. Yes. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, that one lady came to me beforehand, so maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We could do that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop this. And I'm going to close it. Because we will do that. So you'll all have to tune in next week.
I love it. That was a really good investigation too. So you'll have to.
For sure. For sure. It was really good. Local history is always the best kind of history. Actually, any history is always the best. Haunted history is the best kind of history.
Sure is. And I think it was one of those took us completely by surprise investigations, and none of us expected it to be as active as it was. Those are good.
Like right off the bat.
Yeah, and continued the whoa, and we were like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I love those ones.
Me too.
And but it hasn't been like super investigated much, really. No. That was not a good sentence, but anyways, so that made it even more exciting. And I think the lady that stayed with us was like,
yeah. And anyways, that whole place is just, it's a memory for me, and we'll get into why in the next episode.
Did you say memory or horrific nightmare?
Memory. Those things didn't scare me.
Oh, you wait. Come back next week.
I wish there was a video.
We'll take a poll as to whether or not that thing is horrifically scary. And we'll have to find pictures and post them because
I did post some. There will be pictures of some of them posted that I found on old postcards. So
good.
Yeah. We're completely off topic and talking about next week already.
As always. That's all right.
All right, everyone. If you have ever had a spirit attachment or have had some energy follow you home and caused a bit of a ruckus, or, maybe you have something like I had where you had two people that you didn't even know who were, connected to you through another family member or something. We'd love to hear your story or your experience. So you can send it to us at paranormalpodcast@gmail.com. That's PAREHNORMAL podcast@gmail.com. Or you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and then you can post on there. And yeah, we're everywhere.
We're all over, like the spirits that attach to people. We are everywhere.
Except we don't stalk people. I don't have time for that. At least not right now.
I'm not hip enough to know how to stalk anyways.
Yeah, so. I agree. But anyways, have a great week, everyone.
Yes.
And when this airs, it'll be 2 more days till school.
Barf.
2 more days till school. Back into a brand new routine and free time for all those parents who can't wait to get their kids out of the house.
Oh, fun times.
Yes, fun times. Anyways, have a great week, everybody. Enjoy your first week back to awful routine. No more summer. Anyways, all right. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.